The FBI has uncovered a stunning secret within Goldberg's luxurious estate. A revelation so jaw-dropping that even veteran agents were left in awe. Why did they raid the legendary actress's home? What was concealed behind those locked doors? And perhaps most importantly, why has the truth been kept from the public all this time? The evidence they've just discovered turns everything we thought we knew about Goldberg on its head. And this story is only just beginning. Beneath the faint glow of early morning streetlights, the neighborhood surrounding Goldberg's opulent estate was so still you could hear the leaves softly brushing the pavement. But that morning, the calm was violently broken by the roar of engines, rapid footsteps, and an atmosphere so charged with tension it felt palpable. It was just after 5 a.m., the sun still hidden, and most of the neighbors were sound asleep, except for a few elderly early risers out for their morning walks. Even they could sense something was terribly off. If you're intrigued by the story of Hollywood icon Whoopi Goldberg, be sure to hit like, leave a comment, and share this video so more people can uncover the mystery. Now let's dive into this captivating tale. A convoy of unmarked black SUVs appeared out of nowhere, moving deliberately yet with an undeniable sense of purpose. Men in black suits, bulletproof vests, and dark sunglasses emerged, their expressions unreadable. Within seconds, they surrounded Goldberg's sprawling estate, sealing off every entrance, making sure no one could enter or exit. Then bang, bang, bang! The sound of knocking reverberated like thunder through the still morning, sharp and relentless. This wasn't a casual visit, this was a full-blown raid. Inside the estate, movement stirred. A light flickered on upstairs, signaling that the owner had woken. The heavy wooden door creaked open, and there she stood. Whoopi Goldberg, the woman America knew so well. She had weathered the peaks and valleys of Hollywood, but nothing could have prepared her for this moment. Though she had just woken, Whoopi Goldberg remained composed as always. Draped in a soft gray robe, her hair cascaded naturally around her shoulders. Her gaze swept over the agents at the door, not with fear, but with a mixture of surprise and bewilderment. "What's going on?" Her voice was steady, yet carried an edge. One of the agents stepped forward, flashed an FBI badge, and retrieved a file from a black briefcase. "We have a search warrant. This is a federal investigation." The statement landed like a bomb in the quiet morning air. As soon as the door swung open, agents moved quickly, taking full control of the estate. Neighbors, drawn by curiosity, began to gather in small, murmuring groups. "Oh my God, Goldberg!" a middle-aged woman whispered, shaking her head in disbelief. "She's such a huge star! How could she be tied to the FBI?" Another voice quietly added, "Still, the rumors only make everything feel more intense." Some reporters had already gotten wind of the raid and rushed to the scene, cameras in hand, eager to capture every moment. Local police were dispatched to manage the swelling crowd, quickly setting up barricades to keep onlookers at bay. The flashing lights of cameras bounced off the FBI vehicle windows, turning the scene into a chaotic and dramatic spectacle. Inside the lavish estate, a meticulous search was in full swing. The agents divided into teams, each with a specific task, They scoured every room, opened every drawer, and shifted every book on the shelves, leaving no detail untouched. Whoopi stood motionless in the center of the living room, arms crossed, her gaze unwavering as she watched the agents search her home. She knew one thing for certain: the FBI didn't show up without a reason. But the real question was, why? What could have prompted them to suspect her? An agent stepped forward, meeting her gaze. "Do you want us to call your lawyer?" he asked, his tone firm. Whoopi took a slow, steady breath and nodded. "I think that's the right thing to do," she replied. No one knew exactly what the FBI was searching for, but one thing was clear: they had a significant reason for this raid. A few agents, wearing white gloves, carefully opened a drawer in Whoopi's private library, a space where she stored vital documents, including script contracts and personal letters from over the years. One agent pulled out a stack of papers, flipping through each page slowly and methodically, examining every detail. On the opposite side of the house, another team was combing through the seldom-visited basement. Dust-covered boxes were opened, each item inspected with precision. Then, out of nowhere, an agent called out, "I think we found something." Instantly, the entire FBI team converged. A metal box was pulled from a hidden corner, locked, untouched for years, and showing no signs of tampering. Whoopi stood nearby, squinting. "I've never seen that box before," she said slowly. The agents exchanged glances before swiftly carrying the box outside. They didn't open it right away. Instead, they carefully sealed it and sent it to a specialist for analysis. After hours of searching, the FBI finally left the estate, offering no statements to the press and making no official announcements. What remained were only unanswered questions, and a renowned actress standing in her home, consumed by uncertainty. The crowd outside slowly began to thin, but the stories continued to spread like wildfire. Headlines exploded across the media. FBI raids, Whoopi Goldberg's home, what's really happening? Secrets inside Whoopi's estate. What did the FBI discover? All of America anxiously awaited answers. But only those involved in the investigation knew the truth. And that truth had the potential to change everything. Whoopi Goldberg is no stranger to controversy. As one of Hollywood's most iconic figures, she has navigated countless highs and lows throughout her career, from unforgettable triumphs on the big screen to harsh criticism for her personal opinions. But this time, the stakes are higher. This isn't just another TV debate or a critical magazine article. The FBI doesn't get involved over controversial statements. They're conducting a thorough investigation. The raid on Whoopi Goldberg's estate wasn't a hasty decision. Those with experience in law enforcement know that the FBI never executes a search unless they have solid evidence to back it up. This raises a major question. How long have they been monitoring Whoopi? According to several insiders, the FBI had been watching the actress for months. While no one knows exactly what they were searching for, one thing is clear. This is no minor matter. Federal agencies don't issue search warrants for trivial cases. If they took such a step, it's because they believe something very serious is at play. But the biggest question still lingers. Why was Whoopi Goldberg specifically targeted? Some legal experts speculate that this could be part of a financial investigation. In recent years, several high-profile celebrities have been prosecuted for tax issues or questionable business dealings. But if this was merely a tax issue, why did the FBI appear so tense? Why dispatch an armed task force to the home of an aging actress? Could there be something far more serious at play? Throughout her decades-long career, Whoopi Goldberg has repeatedly faced intense public scrutiny, yet nothing could have prepared her for a situation like this. She's never hesitated to speak her mind, even when it gets her into trouble. Over the years, she's faced significant backlash for her candid remarks on The View, where she's been a co-host for many years. From fiery debates with guests to controversial political and social commentary, all of it has solidified her place as one of the most polarizing figures in the entertainment world. Despite her history of controversies, Whoopi had never encountered a career-threatening situation like this before. When news of the raid broke, social media erupted with speculation. Reddit, Twitter, and TikTok were inundated with posts about Whoopi Goldberg. Some thought it was merely a misunderstanding, while others wove elaborate conspiracy theories about what the FBI might be investigating. The media jumped into action, with sensational headlines dominating every news outlet. Hollywood in shock, FBI raids, Whoopi Goldberg's home, what's really happening? An American icon. Under investigation, could this mark the end of her career? The incident quickly became a hot topic on late-night talk shows. Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert humorously referenced it, making their usual sarcastic remarks. Yet, behind the laughter, there was an undeniable truth. Whoopi Goldberg was now facing a storm unlike any she had encountered before. When the FBI departed from Whoopi Goldberg's estate, they offered no official statement. There were no indictments, no charges announced, and no explanation for the mysterious box they had taken. But their silence only added to the drama, deepening the intrigue surrounding the whole situation. Whoopi's fans feared this could mark the end of her legendary career. Endorsement deals, movie offers, and even her role on The View were all at risk if the investigation persisted. Meanwhile, her critics reveled in the drama. Some of her harshest detractors began publishing mocking articles, framing it as karma for her past controversial remarks. But Whoopi Goldberg isn't the type to be easily knocked down. Just days after the raid, she broke her silence. In a special episode of The View, she stood before the audience with her trademark composure, but there was a fire in her eyes that spoke volumes of her resolve. I know what you're saying. I've heard it all. But let me be clear, I have nothing to hide. She didn't delve deeply into the investigation, but her message was unmistakable. She wasn't going to let this incident tarnish her career or reputation. But were her words enough to put the rumors to rest? The FBI has yet to release any details about the investigation, leaving the mystery unresolved. The question now is, what is truly happening? And more importantly, will Whoopi Goldberg be able to weather this storm? A thick silence hung over Whoopi Goldberg's luxurious estate as FBI agents stepped inside. The faint glow of their flashlights cut through the darkness, illuminating every corner, every bookshelf, every carefully placed painting. Yet, what they were after wasn't visible on the surface. It was hidden deep within the secrets of the home. As the search continued, one agent noticed something unusual on the back wall of the office. A nearly imperceptible groove ran along the baseboard. At first, it appeared to be a harmless decorative feature, but when an agent brushed against it, a sharp click echoed through the quiet room. The entire task force froze, their gazes fixed on the wall. One agent, skilled in uncovering hidden spaces, crouched down and traced the groove once more. A faint click resonated through the air, but this time something shifted. A section of the wall began to move, slowly revealing a small door that wasn't marked on the estate's blueprints. The agents exchanged quick, uneasy glances. No one knew what was behind it. In a tense moment, they instinctively reached for their weapons, ready for whatever might be waiting on the other side. The door groaned as it slowly opened, revealing a narrow hallway that led down into a dim, musty basement. The air was heavy with the smell of dampness and decay, as though the space had been undisturbed for years. Stepping into the hidden room, they found it unlike any other part of the estate. Its atmosphere eerily different, as if it had been frozen in time. The room was sparsely furnished, with nothing but dusty wooden shelves and an old table at its center. Yet, what truly captured the agent's attention were the metal boxes neatly stacked in the corner. Each one was tightly sealed, untouched by time and seemingly preserved for years. The agent carefully opened the first box. Inside, a collection of old documents awaited, many marked as classified. Some pages had yellowed with age, but the text inside remained legible. Another agent began flipping through the files and quickly recognized familiar names, some of the most influential figures in both entertainment and politics. But the most startling discovery wasn't the documents. It was what lay at the bottom of the box, a handwritten letter inscribed on thick parchment and sealed with a deep red wax stamp. This letter had been preserved for decades, perhaps even longer. What truly shocked the FBI, however, was the identity of the sender. The seal bore a distinctive symbol, one tied to a major case the FBI had never been able to crack. The lead agent carefully picked up the letter, scrutinizing each stroke of the handwriting. The sender didn't sign their full name, but part of the letter revealed a crucial clue. If this letter had been found, it meant that the truth was never meant to be revealed. The cryptic, mysterious words appeared to have been written for someone in the future, or perhaps as a warning to someone. But the question remained. How did this letter end up in the lavish Goldberg mansion, given the wax seal and the contents of the letter? The FBI suspects that this case is tied to a long-forgotten mystery, one that has never been revealed to the public. According to several inside sources, this case is linked to one of the most significant scandals in Hollywood history, a disappearance that remains unsolved, a secret concealed by those in power. The most pressing question, however, is whether Whoopi Goldberg knew about the existence of this hidden room. Did she have any knowledge of these secret documents? Or did she unknowingly come into possession of them? The FBI knew they couldn't jump to conclusions about the contents of the documents. They could hold the key to a long-forgotten case or uncover a truth that many are desperate to keep concealed. One thing is clear: the investigation is far from finished. News of the hidden room quickly leaked, and the media wasted no time jumping on the story, racing to cover the shocking discovery. The FBI had uncovered a secret basement in Goldberg's opulent mansion. What was she hiding? Theories began to spread, varying from plausible explanations to wild, unbelievable conspiracies. Some believe that the glamorous Whoopi Goldberg may be in possession of crucial information about a hidden secret in Hollywood. Others go further, speculating that a much larger conspiracy could be at play. Regardless of the theory, one thing is certain: Whoopi Goldberg is no longer just a renowned actress. She has now become the focal point of one of the biggest mysteries the FBI has ever encountered. And the most pressing question remains unresolved. What did that letter truly say? And where will it lead? News of the FBI's raid on Whoopi Goldberg's mansion spread like wildfire within hours. Major newspapers, television networks, and social media were flooded with sensational headlines. People began dissecting every detail that was made public. But no one could have predicted that, at that very moment, the FBI was starting to piece together clues from the documents discovered in the hidden room. And it seemed that all signs were pointing to an astonishing hypothesis. Could Goldberg be linked to a shocking event in Hollywood's history? As the FBI scrutinized the documents found in the hidden room, they discovered that many were not merely personal papers. Some contained letters exchanged between Goldberg and influential figures in the entertainment industry, directors, producers, and even those behind some of Hollywood's most powerful corporations. Among them was a series of letters exchanged with a name that immediately captured the attention of the agents. Howard L. Emerson. While this name may not be widely recognized by the public, it's a significant clue within investigative circles. Emerson was a powerful film producer who dominated the industry from the 1970s through the 1990s. Then, without warning, he disappeared from the spotlight, abruptly leaving Hollywood. His last public appearance was in 1994, just before a major financial scandal erupted involving one of the biggest film studios of the time. Rumors swirled that he had left the United States and cut all ties with the industry. So why, then, would Whoopi Goldberg be corresponding with someone like him? One document that particularly caught the FBI's attention was a handwritten letter signed by Whoopi Goldberg, dated 1993. The letter read, "The passage. I know what happened that night. If the truth is exposed, we're all in trouble." What night was she referring to? And what happened that made someone like Whoopi feel the need to write such a cryptic message? Another letter sent a few months later appeared to try to reassure the recipient, telling them, "Just stay silent." These letters could potentially be evidence of a much larger conspiracy, but the FBI has yet to fully understand their true context. As the agents continued to sift through more documents, one piece of evidence began to shed light on everything: an old VHS tape labeled "Do Not Watch, Private." The agents quickly took the tape to the lab to uncover its contents. Just by examining its worn surface, it was clear that if there was anything significant inside, it had likely been concealed for decades. As the FBI deepens their investigation, they uncover that Whoopi Goldberg had close connections with a select group of influential figures in the film industry during the late 80s and early 90s. Among them were names that were rumored to be involved in a major scandal, one that had been swept under the rug or forgotten by the media over time. In 1991, a young actor mysteriously disappeared from Hollywood after accusing a powerful figure of misconduct. The case was swiftly settled, silenced, and the identity of the accuser was never made public. Now, the FBI is questioning whether Whoopi Goldberg had any knowledge of this incident. Was she involved, either knowingly or unknowingly? And perhaps most crucially, do the documents discovered in her home hold the key to reopening this long-forgotten case? As news of the documents found in her mansion leaked, the public began to panic. Whoopi Goldberg's loyal fans, who had followed her for decades, were left confused by the new theory. Some believe she might have unknowingly been connected to an event from the past that she never saw coming. Others suspect that she may be concealing a significant secret, and the FBI's search is merely the beginning of uncovering the truth. The FBI now faces a mountain of documents that could alter the public's perception of Whoopi Goldberg. If you find this story captivating and thought-provoking, leave a comment with the number 1. If not, leave a comment with the number 0. Now let's dive deeper into the fascinating tale of Whoopi Goldberg. What they discovered in the secret room may only be the beginning, with much more yet to be uncovered beneath the surface. What could be hidden on that VHS tape? Do the letters truly connect to a significant scandal from the past? And if the truth comes to light, how will it affect Whoopi Goldberg's career and reputation? One thing is certain: the investigation is far from finished, and what the FBI uncovers next could turn everything upside down. The FBI raid on Whoopi Goldberg's mansion sent shockwaves through Hollywood and ignited a flurry of speculation in the media. A variety of theories emerged. What is she hiding? Do the seized documents reveal a shocking secret? And why did the FBI take such swift, decisive action? For days, the public was left to speculate, with no answers in sight. Amid the chaos, Whoopi Goldberg finally broke her silence, and what she said stunned everyone. In an exclusive interview on one of America's most watched television shows, Whoopi appeared composed yet resolute. When the host asked about the raid, she took a deep breath, stared directly into the camera, and replied, "Look, I woke up one morning to find the FBI in my living room. If you think that's an exciting way to start your day, you're sorely mistaken." From the very first words, Whoopi made it clear she wasn't going to dodge the issue. When asked about the documents seized by the FBI, she chuckled and explained that they found old letters, a few movie scripts, and of course, some history books. "I guess I should warn them that I'm a collector," she added with a smile, insisting that the items in the secret room were harmless. "They're just part of my personal collection, a memento from my decades-long career." What truly caught the public off guard was a completely new revelation. The secret room wasn't a hiding place for shocking secrets. Instead, it was a personal museum. "I've always had a deep fascination with Hollywood history, especially the parts that tend to be forgotten," she explained. "That room was just a small collection of things I've found interesting over the years." What really took the public by surprise was a completely new revelation. The secret room wasn't a vault for hidden secrets. It was actually a personal museum. I've always had a strong interest in Hollywood history, particularly the parts that often get overlooked, she shared. That room was just a small collection of things I've gathered over the years that piqued my curiosity. The interview didn't end with just an explanation of the documents. When asked if she thought the raid was part of a conspiracy to bring her down, Whoopi paused for a moment before responding with a knowing smile. "Let's just say Hollywood is full of surprises. Some people don't appreciate it when you ask too many questions." Her words sparked an immediate surge of speculation. Who is behind this investigation? Is someone deliberately trying to discredit Whoopi Goldberg? Some industry insiders have begun leaking information, suggesting that the FBI received an anonymous tip that led to the raid on Whoopi's mansion. But who is behind this tip? And why would they want to involve Whoopi Goldberg in such a situation? As soon as the interview aired, public opinion became sharply divided. Some believe that Whoopi is entirely innocent, simply a victim of a misunderstanding or even a political conspiracy. But many remain skeptical. If everything were so straightforward, why would the FBI raid her mansion? More importantly, is there something Whoopi Goldberg has yet to reveal? Despite how reasonable her explanation may sound, there are still far too many unanswered questions. The VHS tape found by the FBI in the secret room has yet to be made public, leaving the mystery far from solved. Is it simply an old film, or does it hold something that could alter everything? The answer remains just out of reach. This may only be the beginning of a much larger mystery. In the days following the incident, a powerful wave of reactions from Whoopi Goldberg's colleagues and fans began to shift the landscape of the entertainment industry. Whoopi Goldberg, a cinematic legend and one of Hollywood's most iconic figures, now finds herself at the center of an unprecedented storm. Will she manage to navigate through it, or will this become a permanent blemish on her career? Less than a week after the raid, major film studios began to take decisive action. A film project featuring Whoopi Goldberg that was in development was abruptly put on indefinite hold. A Hollywood insider revealed that studios are proceeding with caution. No one wants to get caught up in the controversy at this time. A documentary about Hollywood history that Whoopi Goldberg was producing has lost its funding, with the official reason being a need to reassess the project's viability. Even the TV show she co-hosts has found itself in a tense position as some sponsors begin to pull out. Hollywood is a practical industry. When you're in the spotlight, everyone watches. But when you're embroiled in scandal, they turn away quickly. Whoopi Goldberg's predicament has swiftly become a hot topic in the media, and the artistic community can't ignore it. Some have spoken out in her defense, arguing that the FBI's raid was unfounded and unjust. However, not everyone is backing her. Certain figures within the industry have intentionally avoided mentioning Whoopi Goldberg in interviews. Even colleagues who once worked closely with her have quietly erased old posts related to her on social media. It's clear that not everyone is willing to put their reputation on the line to stand by her. The unanswered questions, The mysteries surrounding the seized documents and the FBI's refusal to release an official conclusion to the investigation have made it increasingly difficult for others to publicly support Whoopi Goldberg. Public opinion is sharply divided, and this only makes her situation more fragile than ever. While Hollywood continues to buzz with speculation, the FBI remains tight-lipped. No official statements, no new developments, and no updates on the investigation. This silence only deepens the mystery. Is the FBI preparing to make an important announcement, or have they come to realize they've taken the wrong direction and are now quietly trying to step back? A media analyst remarked, "Sometimes silence is more dangerous than words. If the FBI doesn't provide clarity soon, the public will start filling in the blanks themselves. And indeed, in the absence of answers, the most outrageous theories begin to surface. Some tabloid outlets have even suggested that a hidden force within the entertainment industry is deliberately trying to bring down Whoopi Goldberg." Regardless of whether that story is true, one thing is clear. Whoopi Goldberg's reputation has been deeply shaken. The biggest question now is whether she can recover from this shock. Hollywood has witnessed many stars lose their standing after major scandals, but there are also those who have risen from the ashes, overcoming it all to continue shining. Whoopi Goldberg is a resilient woman, a gifted actress, and one of the most influential figures in the entertainment industry. But is that enough to help her navigate through this storm? Only time will tell. One thing is certain, though. This story is far from over. The FBI has uncovered something unexpected, but the biggest question still lingers. What does this mean for Whoopi Goldberg? A new chapter has begun, and the public has only seen the first page. The truth will continue to unfold, and the secrets yet to be revealed may prove even more shocking. If you find Whoopi Goldberg's story both fascinating and surprising, make sure to hit like, share your thoughts in the comments, and share this video so others can discover it as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next exciting video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.